Alright guys, welcome back. I'm so sorry we are starting now. I've not had lights and my gen just decided to you know fall my hand this afternoon. So quickly, let's just complete our eyes. Alright, so I'm going to make a little bit adjustment here. Alright, so let's just adjust and create add our eyes very quickly. You guys are creating amazing stuff. I saw some of you posted your eyes today. Those are posted yesterday. Thank you very much for your feedback. It shows that you guys are following through step by step. I really love that about you guys. Alright, so let's quickly add our eyes. So how do we do this? Like I said before, we have to learn this by practice. So just like every other software like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, they all have layers. They have layers where all their tools are, maybe what they're working with are stored. Right. Also in ZBrush we have layers. It's called subtools. So if we add our eyes, it will have another subtool here. So you can name this. Let's quickly name this. We can name this. Okay, yeah, we name this as our head. Right, just to have order. So let's add our eye immediately. So how do we do that? We come to append, under subtool, scroll down to, you're not going to scroll your mouse wheel, so you have to click and drag, all right, any of the mouse button to scroll. All right, so you come to append, hold on to load, and you click on sphere. You can choose this one, polysphere. So when that is added, all right, so you can see that the sphere has a different color from the head because it's not active. So if the head is active, it is going to have a different color. You can come and select the head or the eyes from here. Head, eyes, head, eyes. So I'm trying to break it down to a way that you would understand. Head, eyes. So for the shortcut to that is Alt. You hold down Alt and click what you want to select. All right, hold down Alt and click what you want to select. So we have to reduce this head, sorry, the eyes. All right, so we have to come to our translation tool. Remember how I showed you guys. So we have to come over around here till you see this yellow box. So it's to scale everything. So remember, you don't want to scale along any axis. So we want it to be all sides to be equal, or the radius to be equal rather. So we have to scale this in, but we notice that it has it's lost in the head. So how do we do? There's a functionality in ZBrush that enables you, let me scale this again. There's a functionality in ZBrush that enables you, make the top, like the head like this, transparent, so you can see what is inside. So it's called the active opacity. So it's transparent. So if you click this, it will make whatever is around your selected object transparent. So you scale this, back. So once our head, the eyes is a little bit big, so we use our translation tool to move this forward, move this to the side. All right, so if we deactivate translation, you see that we've added the eyes. Isn't that amazing? So we have to adjust this to fit, to fit in properly. Okay, so we've just added the eyes. So as you can see, we've just created the eyes, but remember what I talked about, mirroring it to the other side. So that's what we want to do first. So let's first of all click on draw to deactivate the translation. So how do we duplicate this size of sphere? The way it is the same size to the other side. So normally you want to add another sphere and adjust it, so all that stress you won't want to go through that. So let me take you through the step-by-step process how to duplicate it to the other side. So what you do is scroll down to deformation. So follow me carefully. Like I said, it's best understood by practice. Click on deformation and select mirror. Sorry, the mesh has not been selected. So select mirror. Apply to measure subdivision with, sorry. Okay. So it says that it applies to mesh that is with higher subdivision level. Alright, so it's 24,000. So just follow along, so you would understand also, just in case you're faced with the same issue. So I think we have to dynamesh. That's what it's asking. This is odd. I mean, I wasn't okay. Usually I dynamesh first before I duplicate to the other side. So let's increase the resolution to. Alright, so we've added some resolution to it. It's now 104,000. So let's try again. So deformation, mirror, exactly. So it mirrors to the other side, but it now disappears to the other side. That's the tricky thing about ZBrush. So you have to come to geometry. I don't know why that is happening, but you come to modify topology, and select mirror and weld. So it will mirror. It has already copied the data from this part, so it will weld it to what it has already duplicated to the other side. So just click on mirror and weld, and you have both eyes snapped at the same place, the same spot and direction. So you now have your eye. So if I click on X symmetry, whatever I do here, it will happen the other side. So I don't want to mess with that eyes right now, because in the next lesson we are going to use this to create the eyelids, and we don't want to mess with the radius of this eyeball. All right, so see you in the next lesson. I want to see you guys create your own eyes. So I'll quickly adjust my head. Okay, remember, you don't have to get it all right. So quickly adjust this. All right, so don't touch the eyes. Let's see how we can create something out of nothing. All right, so see you guys in the next class. Let me see your eyes, how you create them. I'm so sorry we are starting now, so I promise at least we are going to be done with this sculpting, and we head over to other brushes, and I want to see you guys create amazing art. So by next weekend we'll dive straight in, all right, to characters. So today we are going to deal with this, finish this character up and start quickly see how we can touch facial anatomy. Facial anatomy is a little bit of theory, but I'll see how I can use this character to teach you how the facial anatomy works. All right, so see you in the next class.